After our first major setback, a 1-9 defeat in a cup match against Premier League giant Murang'a Seal FC, Kahawa Pride was back at home for a matchup against Kamongo FC in front of a sold-out crowd at Murang'a Primary. We were looking to get back into top form, and despite missing Govid, one of our key pieces on defense, we had trained hard and prepared all week. Off the pitch, there was plenty of excitement as well. The boys found out they were going to London, and our local shirt store opened for the first time ever, and a second sponsor has joined the storyline. And on match day, it was non-stop entertainment as well. Pre-game, halftime, and post-game interviews, stoppage time drama, and a result that nobody saw coming. You are now watching Road to the Kenyan Premier League. What's up, everyone? My name is Hayes Knupp, JerseyBird founder and your host of Road to the Kenyan Premier League. I'm back with another great video. We have a lot to cover, but before we get into it, if you want to support this project, there are three main ways to do so. First up is the KPFC 10 for 10 deal. If your club is looking for new kits and apparel, work with JerseyBird. Tell us you came from this Road to the KPL series, and you will get 10% off your order and another 10% donated directly to the club. Go to JerseyBird.com, tap Start a Project, and we will pair you with a designer to create some awesome kits just like the ones you see in our videos. Next up is the Lion's Den, our official Discord server, a place where we host watch-alongs, discuss breaking news, and talk with staff members of the club. Go check it out. It is a great community. And finally, if you just want an easy way to contribute, our official donation page can be found at kahawapridefc.paperform.co. As always, any partnership inquiries can be directed to kahawapridefc@jerseybird.com. I will link everything in the description. Thank you for your support. Now back to the video. First up, our major headline of the week, Betway Scores, our first major sponsor, has joined the storyline, and for the big reveal, we hosted a full-on celebration with both our men and women's teams, complete with cake, sodas, and plenty of positive vibes. We made sure to take everyone's phone beforehand, and then we rolled the video.
And Kahawa Pride will be going overseas to play at the Emirates Stadium.
It really was an incredible moment to see how far we've come in such a short time, from literally getting relegated at Murang'a Primary to a match at one of football's most iconic grounds, all in less than a year's time. It's pretty unbelievable.
The opportunity for us to play at Emirates, it's a good opportunity for the boys and even for us as the technical team. We are going to get a lot of experience to play in such a space.
Personally, itakuwa experience poa sana kwangu as a growing coach. Pia timu yetu kutravel abroad itakuwa experience poa sana. Tutamit new challenges along the way.
Ningependa kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu, imekuwa si jambo dogo, ni jambo kubwa kwetu. Mimi pamoja na wenzangu tumelifurahia sana.
The opportunity to go to London to play at the Emirates Stadium, it's a nice feeling, an opportunity given which has never happened first to my life.
First of all, it's a joy, it's a story to tell. It's a good exposure. First, nashukuru Mungu for the opportunity yenye amenipea. Tena napanda ndege siku ya kwanza. Hiyo ni opportunity kubwa kwa team. Tuonyeshane pali tuko, level yenye tuko. Pita kwa moral kwetu kuchezea a big stadium.
An opportunity to play at Emirates is a huge win for the club, a huge win for the community and everybody involved. I think it will come with it a lot of opportunities. We're looking forward to invite a lot of scouts to come check out our players. Not quite sure if we'll be able to leave one or two there, but it will definitely be one of our intentions.
We also had our third player of the match experience last week. Kevin Mina was player of the match 2 weeks ago against Murang'a FC, and Rahimu Salihi also balled out that match, so he got the call, and we took the boys go-karting at Mad Max Karting in Nairobi, arguably the best go-karting venue in the city, for a day of racing. They literally had the entire track to themselves, so it was another awesome experience. Good to get out into the city as always. We also hosted a personal branding and social media class at the clubhouse on Thursday, teaching our players how to build a personal brand, specifically as a footballer, and how it can create opportunities and career paths beyond their actual playing careers. It's been nonstop football for a while now, so it is good to get some education in, and it is something we definitely want to do more of soon. And our final headline before getting into last week's match, we've signed our second sponsor. Please welcome Ava CR7 to the road to the Kenyan Premier League, now the official recovery partner of Kahawa Pride FC. And you might have seen some clips already, but they will be supporting our club with top-of-the-line recovery equipment. From the Portuguese national team to Sporting CP and more, Kahawa Pride will join Ava's long list of top partnership programs. We've already received an initial shipment of essentials, and the boys have been loving it. In exchange, Ava will receive a back of shirt sponsor placement for the next 2 seasons. We're extremely excited to have them on board, and we'll have plenty of more content to share with them soon. Now, it is time to get into the football side of things, our league match against Kamongo FC. Heading into the match, Kamongo sat 10th on the table with 2 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses, and we were coming in with 3 wins, 2 draws, and 0 losses. For our starting 11, Coach Kim did make some major changes. Here's what we had in our last league match. Along the defensive line, Kiari moved to left center back, while Etyang replaced his spot at right back, and Uma and Otieno remained unchanged. In the midfield, Benson Govid was out with a lower body injury, so Ngete slid over to the right and Mina stepped in on the left. On offense, we saw the return of Kasim Mwinyi, aka Little Dembele, as he got the start on the left wing, Salihi got the start on the right wing, and Ochieng remained at center mid, while Moniki got the call at center forward. Match day rolled around and the energy was high at Mahiga Primary as we saw another record-breaking day of attendance. We also opened our first ever local shirt store. We partnered with a local manufacturer to make it happen, and for the first time ever, fans were able to grab a Kahawa Pride shirt right here in our own neighborhood. The match kicked off to its usual chaotic start, neither side forming a solid attack until the 4th minute when we put together our first solid chance.
It is Glenn Ngete on the ball, brings it onto the right hand side. That is Kasim Selehe. Good feet, quick feet. Selehe brings it to Lewis Minor. Oh, Mwaniki.
Salihi, as usual, is back to work on the right wing, nearly setting up a goal, but Mwini, under pressure, can't get a clear shot off, and it goes over the bar. We continue to keep this pressure on, putting together solid passes throughout the midfield, and in the 12th minute, we get our second chance.
They launch yet another attack with Kasim. Had a good game in the AFKF Cup. Links up with Glenn Ngete. Austin bring the ball, a good ball into the area. A good chance for Kahawa Pride, but then it's cleared by Musimi Titus.
Ochieng sends a clinical through ball to Mwini, but again, Kamongo defenders close him out before he can get a clear shot off. A minute later, we get another corner kick, and Siddiqui gets a solid header on net, but the keeper saves it, and the match remains scoreless. And in the 14th minute, Kamongo gets their first chance on net.
The ball is brought into the area, and it is a goal.
Yeah, it has been coming.
After 5 straight clean sheets, Kamongo ends our streak as Mayabi Hillary sends a lofted header into the back of the net. Kamongo 1, Kahawa Pride 0. Play resumes and the theme continues. solid passes throughout the midfield, but we keep failing to generate chances in the final third. In the 16th minute, Uma takes a hard foul, Ochieng takes the free kick, but Kamongo manages to fight it off. And now is a good time to get into some deeper analysis, specifically one of the main reasons why we have so much talent on offense, but we've only scored 5 goals in 5 matches so far. Take our starting wingers and center forward trio, Kasim Mwinyi, Louis Mwaniki, and Rahimu Salihi. Kasim grew up in Tanzania and never played on dirt. On turf, in his debut, he was an absolute menace. Louis did grow up on dirt, but he's been playing in the 2nd and 3rd tiers for the past 7 years, and now he's been asked to come back to dirt overnight. Salihi grew up in Tanzania, was a top talent coming out of Fountain Gate Academy. He even played internationally in Mali, and when he arrived in Kenya, finally, he joined a Division 1 side in Western Kenya, where he could play on grass regularly. Not to mention, Sidiki Otieno, Gideon Etyang, and George Uma are all Western Kenyan talents with 90% of their experience on grass as well. This is not an excuse for not scoring. We still expect the team to score goals, but when you see Salihi pulling moves like this against Premier League clubs, literally within 5 minutes of putting him on grass, it's clear that our talent is being watered down by the pitch conditions. But regardless, on match day, both teams share the same pitch, and it was time for us to regroup and bounce back. Kevin Mina, the literal definition of a utility player, usually a fullback, is settling into his role as a defensive midfielder, cutting through the midfield, doing his best to create some chances, but throughout the remainder of the first half, neither side score, and we enter halftime down 1-0. We also had our first live halftime show. One of our analysts could not make the match, so a friend of the club, Ryan Griffiths, stepped up and did a great job. The second half kicks off, and for now, Kim keeps the same starting 11 out there. And 2 minutes in, we get our first shot off.
Ball wide. Tries to locate Maina, and that is a chance by Kasim, just sails.
Mwinyi sends a rocket toward the net, but it sails wide as he falls onto the sawdust, and we remain scoreless. We continue to control the pace. Here, Mwinyi literally blows by a Kamongo defender on his way into the final third, but again, no quality chance develops, and Kamongo clears the danger. In the 57th minute, Coach Kim makes his first substitution of the day. Ochieng comes out for Felix Kamau, and play resumes. Kamongo is not parking the bus as they look to make it 2-0 as Otieno fights off this 60th minute chance from Kamongo's winger. Along the sideline, the energy remains tense as we know how difficult it would be to suffer our first loss at home. As the 70th minute approaches, we keep the intensity and pressure as high as we possibly can, doing anything we can to generate a scoring opportunity. But in the 74th minute, it's Kamongo who get the next chance. Moses Bwire, who subbed in for Salihi in the 69th minute, fouls a Kamongo forward, and they line up for a free kick.
And it's a chance for the visitors to try get something from this set piece situation, but they leave it for the tall Omalo Joseph, who puts the ball and forces a brilliant save by Junior Munyao.
Off of an anthill, Kamongo rips a shot towards Munyao, who parries it up, then narrowly taps it over the back of the net to deny the goal. A few minutes later, Mwaniki is showing off some skills, slicing through the midfield before sending a pass to Kamau, who makes an impressive run of his own before sending it back to Mwaniki and eventually losing the chance completely.
Looks for Mwaniki, Bwire and Mwaniki linking up very well, but a big boot there by Maxwell.
As the final 10 minutes of regulation wind down, we continue pressing, desperately trying to generate a quality chance, but nothing is seeming to hit. In the 89th minute, Dugu subs on for Mwinyi and time is running out. But in the 94th minute, everything changes.
Yeah, he's a judge to have been pulled as he tries to float that into the area. Oh. For a moment, I thought that was a penalty kick,
Ngete sends a pinpoint pass to Kamau in the box, who gathers it but goes down before getting a shot off. He pleads his case to the referee, but no whistle is blown. We'll take another look. It was a close call. Many thought it should have been a penalty, but it could have gone either way. And as the final minutes dwindle down, Kamongo sits back to defend and clear any chance at an attack, and eventually the final whistle blows.
And this seems to be 3 points for Kamongo. They have won the game 1-0.
So back-to-back defeats. For Kahawa Pride, but not a bad display, but conceded an early goal.
Our first loss of the season comes at home, a 1-0 loss to Kamongo FC as we fall to 3-2-1, falling back to 15th on the table.
We lost at home again. The Kamongo players were a bit huge than us. We lost a lot of chances on the first half. We are training on making sure that we can utilize the chances and score most of them.
Loss ya weekend, I guess haikuwa technical sana. Tulikuwa tu na hard luck in front of goal, na I believe moving forward tutasonga mbele na tuwakie mistakes zetu, turudi kwa training na tuanalyze wapi tulikosea na turekebishe.
The one we lost to Kamongo was due to not utilizing our chances. We need to step up by taking our chances and scoring goals, because that's all that we are lacking, and we hope for the best in the next match.
Mpira ni mchezo wa makosa. Tumelose chances zetu na imani tutazifanyia masahihisho, tutaweza kuwin game inayokuja.
It was really disappointing. It was the result we wasn't expecting, but we hope for the next game to bounce back and win the game and make the fans happy.
I'm actually sad. We had a lot of chances, but we didn't capitalize on them. We'll work hard so that we can get the maximum point on the next game.
So there it is, our first loss, another low-scoring match, but there are still plenty of matches ahead of us, so we will keep our heads down, we'll keep working, and we will move on to the next one. We are already back in the lab running film sessions and looking for ways to improve. And shout out to Collins Roy, one of our trial signings who currently plays for our U19 team, Mapogo, for scoring this beautiful goal and dedicating it to his late mother, another beautiful scene from last week. Our next match will be on Saturday, February 21st at 3 p.m. East African time. That is noon in London, 7 a.m. in New York. We will be on the road at Committee Prison Grounds, and we will be live, as always, right here on the JerseyBird YouTube channel. As always, you can catch new episodes of Road to the Kenyan Premier League every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you like the video, drop a like, drop a sub, comment where you're watching from. Thank you all for the incredible amount of support, and I'll see you in the next one.